How old do you think this beauty is? Stay tuned to find out. Hey guys, Rich Tyson coming at you on Why Sarasota, where we explore the people, places, and things that make this an amazing place to live. This week we're going to meet with Clayton at the Big Cat Habitat. Check it out.
My name's Clayton Rosaire, and I'm the Vice President of the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary in Sarasota, which is a nonprofit animal facility that takes in animals that need a permanent safe home for the rest of their lives.
So, what year did your mother start the organization? It's been a while, right?
Yeah. It started out as a family farm. It was just a family farm and our animals, and then it was in I want to say 2005 we became the nonprofit, but we were taking in animals way before that. Just my mom just did it on her own. She'd hear about something and she'd take them in, and then we decided that it was the thing to do. We come from a family of entertainers, and my family's done it for 9 generations and traveled the world, and I'm the first generation born in this country. And when they all came over here and started doing their thing, you would get these animals that would just show up all of a sudden. Hey, he needs a home, can you take him? I know you're good with big cats. And we would originally find them homes and place them at other facilities, and then there was this situation where the same tiger found us 3 times, and he found us, we found him a home, then he found us again, we found him another home. 3rd time he just showed up at the front gate in a trailer with a guy, and he's like, hey, we brought you a tiger, and we're like, was his name Raja? And so after that happened, my mom felt that there was a reason for that. That same animal had come to us 3 times because it was meant to be with us. It wasn't meant to be with somebody else.
Sure.
And that's when she decided that that's maybe what the family property was meant to do, is to give homes to these animals in need. People always wonder where these animals come into this world, how they, and normally, it's private ownership, the pet trade, but people want to look at it negatively, like, well, those people, but, it normally always starts out with great intentions. There are people that really, really love these animals. They loved them their entire life. They've always dreamed about having one. They got one, and then they realize, oh my goodness, I shouldn't have got one, And when they're really good people that really love animals, they take the time to find a good facility to place them. Well, when those animals come to us, the upside is that they can turn around and be seen by the public, and now they went from just being a pet maybe to now being an ambassador for their wild counterparts, and striking that interest in kids, where they come from, why are they, and that makes a difference. Every time somebody sees an animal and they think about them, it helps.
And you do provide for some opportunity for interaction, even just walking through the park here.
Yeah.
But maybe you can expand upon that a bit, some of the things that people can do.
Well, the more people get up close and personal with these animals, just to be able to touch an animal can change a person's mind. I mean, it really can transform somebody. You see these little kids that have never been close to a large animal like that, and then they get to actually get up and give them a treat, and it just blows their mind. And that's what's important, because that is what sparks that interest and makes people think, where are they from, what are they doing in the wild, what can we do to help, how can we support this facility or other facility, and that's the great thing about it. That's why they're such wonderful, like I said, they're such wonderful counterparts for the wild. They're just great because they show people the beauty, the power, and also they make people think of how we can make a difference.
Sure. And I think to that point of making a difference, how can people get involved either here or kind of just in the whole arena?
Well, our facility, we have all kind of things available. We take volunteers. We have people that help, not just with animal care, but also with help, getting tours and events and helping with events and booking events. We take help wherever we can. But the other way to help animals all over the country is to support your local animal facility, support your local no-kill shelter, your local humane society. Those are places that are doing a great job trying to keep animals alive and get them adopted out. So, people want to have a good time with their family. Well, make it a great time, maybe volunteer with your kids a day at the shelter and go walk some dogs and help. And it just compassion is a great thing, and everybody needs it a little in their lives.
Yeah, for sure. I know that it looks like this has been a place that's been expanding over the years. Maybe you could just touch on what you've got planned for the future, what people, if maybe they've been here before, what they might find if they come back again.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it kind of started as the family farm. That's what it was, and we had places for our personal animals. And then once we got going, then everything changed. And now, it's a big animal facility with over 300 animals, over 60 different species, and which is a neat thing because it's like a zoo that was created out of animals that were rescued, So it's kind of cool in that way. But in the future, the goal here is to also try to make a difference ourselves and see what we can do to make the world a better place for animals and help keep species alive. So there are programs we want to get into, like this SSP, this Species Survival Plan, and it's like being a part of Noah's Ark, and it'll be dealing with breeding very, very endangered animals and working with certain facilities to keep good, clean bloodlines to ensure the future of their species.
Awesome. Clayton, I can't thank you enough for making time for us today. It's a great place. I'd encourage anybody to come check it out.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
I want to thank Clayton and everybody here at the Big Cat Habitat for having us here today. What an awesome experience. I encourage everybody to come check it out. In the description below, you'll find a link as to how you can find out more about the organization and what they're doing here in Sarasota. And let's answer the question, how old was that alligator?
All right, you guys, this animal right here, this amazing American alligators are roughly about, we'll say about 3 to 3.5 feet long, which means he's probably been a good 3 to 3.5 years old. When they're born about 8 to 10 inches long. They grow roughly about a foot a year for the first 5 to 6 years. After that, the growth rate slows down dramatically, but I can almost guarantee this animal right here had a good 3 to 3.5 years old. Until next time, take it easy.
Take it easy. Thanks.
That's why they go buy these exotic animals as pets. They really, really love them. Wait a second. Wait, he's breaking up ice over there.
Yeah.
Can't win.